darkness intertwine, opening the gates of chaos, bringing forth...
Oh no!
The Blackluster Soldier!
What is up, guys, and welcome to the updated Blackluster Soldier deck profile featuring the new legendary swordsman BLS. But yeah, it's kind of a crazy new card that BLS got, and I think it definitely warrants a update. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. First, we do run two of the new boy legendary swordsmen. Honestly, he's kind of like the main new focus now because his ability just to wipe your opponent's board is insane. And also during battle, if he's ritual summoned with a normal monster, he can just banish the card. So well, not banish it, but shuffle it back into the opponent's deck. So pretty nuts that way. Plus any bonus effects you can give him throughout the game with the effects of the same mini knights. We do of course still one of the two OG, not really, basically the OG now because he's old. Super Soldier, still an insane card. He's just the big boss boy monster for the deck. It's kind of insane. We don't run the OG no more because we have legendary swordsman now. So he kind of just supplements the names. Our other chaos stuff, ritual stuff, we have of course the one Chaos Max. Just insane. This deck is just an OTK based game. We want to kill our opponents as fast as possible because we have a bunch of beaters and beat sticks and we want to go in. And Chaos Max just helps affiliate that because this is broken that way. So in addition to Chaos, cool card, easy way to bring out the Master of Chaos in our extra deck. He counts the Dark Magician in the graveyard, so helps us facilitate that. So he's just cool, love it. Kind of brings the whole deck around, kind of this OG style. Then, of course, we have a Map Forker Pain. He is just a walking floodgate that kind of hits all the meta stuff right now. This deck is really not geared toward fighting the meta decks, but if we do have something that can, it's that. Then, of course, the last BLS himself is, it's Envoy at the beginning, just an insane card. Good card overall just to bring out, just helps with the Chaos Synergy. Just speaking of the Chaos Synergy, we do run a Chaos mini package with Chaos Creator, allowing to bring back any banished cards that we might have. Then we also have Black Dragon and Collapse, Wyvern Buster, to help facilitate our effects in the graveyard and whatnot. Plus this is bodies on board, just to get things going. Then we have the mini knights, to beginning, to evening. They're cool. They can fetch out say ritual spells and monsters when they're banished, so pretty dope that way. And if they're used to ritual summon a BLS ritual monster, they give it effects that are similar to the OG Chaos BLS, which is never bad. It's just additional effects. The only really massive bricks we run is the one Blue Eyes and the one Dark Magician. We do run Advanced Ritual Art, so these are our targets. So if you don't draw these, they're pretty dope, but we never want to draw them. If you do, it's kind of sucky. Then for our ritual engine, we do run the incantation engine because the light and dark synergy is too good, and plus it's just way to get bodies on board. Of course, we have 2 Talismandra, 2 Candle to fetch out our ritual spells and our monsters, and we do run the incantation Inception ritual because it's the only ritual spell that actually in the deck that allows you to go exceed the amount of stars the ritual monster had. So it definitely helps with that in case you just don't open in case you open too many stars. That helps mitigate that problem, so you always have something live. Our normal summon, Manju, it basically fetches out any missing piece that you might have, searches a ritual spell or monster. Now for more of the spells, Gateway, this is your searcher for BLS. That's pretty much the majority of it. If you do start sending a bunch of stuff to the graveyard, you can remove the spell counters required to add a ritual spell, which does come up if you enter a casual grind game set, so never bad there. And then our other ritual spells, 2 Chaos Form and 2 Advanced Ritual Art. They just kind of go one-on-one. You activate this, turn Chaos Form online technically because you banish because of Blue Eyes or Dark Magician's Grave. Standard, old school style, Blue Eyes, Chaos Max, ritual stuff like that works. And then of course we have Super Soldier Synthesis, the best Blackluster ritual spell because it just sends from the deck, so you can get all your that's how you get one of your mini knights in the graveyard, just get out of the deck so you don't have to draw it. So it's pretty dope that way. I mean, it's honestly a lot better than the other one. Then we do run the one Magicalized Fusion because, like I said, we do run the Master of Chaos. So if we do have it, our graveyard's normally going to be set up by the time we draw into this or have it. So it's just a free monster we can just special summon. And he's pretty cool. It's just a niche little thing. For draw spells, this could be either Extravagance or Prosperity. Honestly, it's whatever. But because we don't normally go into the extra deck that much, if we do, we're going to be obviously we have tons of stuff we can still go to even after Extravagance resolves, so never a bad thing. Our Omni Negate, of course, is the shield. Stops anything that might be problematic for us, and it also floats back sometimes to set itself, so dope that way. And then, of course, Beginning of Heaven and Earth. It's not only you can search out your BLS if, let's say, the opponent picks the right card, but it's also a way to like mill a bunch of like your mini knights to the graveyard, so they're out of the deck, and you can start banishing them and getting their effects off. So never a bad thing. Extra deck now, just kind of generic stuff at first. Plus, we don't really go into that often, so it's just mostly generic good stuff. Speaking of, Exciton Knight, it's just a good board wipe. We rarely make it unless you get some weird niche scenario where you have Manju out still, and then you have, I don't know, you have one of your mini Chaos Dragons, but it can come up, so I do have that in there. Like I said, we have lots of level 8, so we do run like a rank 8 package of Hope Harbinger and Zombie Vampire. A million ability to mill, set up the graveyard is pretty good, and also take one of your opponent's monsters, pretty dope. Then the Omni Spellganate's pretty dope as well. Then we also run a Zeus because we can make Exceeds. Why not just blow up the entire board while we're at it? Then we do run the Dragubion Numeron package, so just another way to push for 8k damage and just a big smack in the face. Try to kill your opponent outright. Lynx now, Dynamondo. Pretty dope card, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty niche in ritual decks, but it's honestly just a good way in case you're in that position. Then, of course, we have a couple Nightmares, a Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix. See, generic good stuff, why not? Along with the IP to go into the Unicorn, you know, standard stuff to spin one of your opponent's cards. Nothing crazy. Cross Sheep, because when you ritual summon one of these arrows, you allow you draw 2, so that's never a bad thing. It does come up in some situations. Access Code Talker, like I said, we're an OTK deck. We won't just get one big punch in the face and end the game. Master of Chaos, dope card, honestly. It's just a cool thing. You can contribute a light and a dark monster, and then just banish on your opponent's say monsters they control. So it's just a board wipe that just has a little more extra sets where it's pretty dope. But also, if it dies, you can just float back one of your spell cards, which can be like any like ritual card or anything like that. So cool, dope. He doesn't come up often, but when he does, he's pretty cool. And plus, he's just cool. And of course, the the Link Blackluster Soldier. It won't be a BLS deck without one of these guys. So yeah, that is it for the updated deck profile. The new Ritual Monster, he is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's kind of like a good addition to the deck. I'm honestly just kind of really happy they actually gave us a good, say, BLS monster. Yeah, because the last like few like other Chaos variants that came out years and years ago are kind of meh. That's why we still run the OG Chaos version. But yeah, this has been the updated deck profile. Thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, stay safe and stay healthy out there. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
And the forces of light and darkness intertwine, opening the gates